Happy MonJay, boys and girls, cats and dogs.
Game shrimp.
Game shrimp.
Game shrimp.
The game shrimp. The game urchins. The game calamari.
Calamari.
Under
I judge restaurants by calamari. Like I have to. I don't do it as much anymore because most of the time it all just tastes the same. But that used to be a thing of mine where like I would go to like an Italian restaurant or an Asian restaurant and I'd get the calamari and I would like judge I'd be like, yeah, like go to this place because they have good calamari.
Wait, why?
But most of it, all of it's the same though. Everywhere serves that same ass like little rings of calamari stuff. That's just like, like it's okay. There's been a few exceptions. There's like one place in Texas that's like hidden that you have to like knock on the door, say the password, and I was gonna say some other things, but yeah, never mind.
You suck a dick for calamari? Is that what's happening?
No. I don't like calamari that much.
AJ, you were complaining about my volume before the show, but now your volume seems low.
Oh, mine's low?
Yeah.
Well, absolutely nothing has changed. I can double check.
It just sounds like you're coming from further away. Like the mic is close to your mouth, and it sounds like it's not.
Oh yeah, you are correct. Hold on, let me switch that. Hold on.
Bro, I'm always correct. You fucking got to get used to that shit.
Yo, is that better now?
Whoa! He's here! He's here! It's like you were at the back door and then you just finally entered the house.
My bad. Oh, I love when I set up everything beforehand and it's still wrong. Isn't that lovely?
That is amazing.
Hey, at least we got that out of the way.
Yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, well, now that everything's fixed, we can start the show.
Yeah, now that we've done our sound check, we're ready to go.
Let's go. Let me just get the volume menu off of your face, people.
I like the volume menu. Okay, fine.
I mean, something to lean against.
Which way?
This is PSVR GameScast Live. We film live every single MonJay, Wednesday, and 2 West Friday. Right here on YouTube, we do it live 6 p.m. Eastern for your viewing pleasure, but we care so much about your oral pleasure. That's why we put this thing up on podcast services of your choice. Listen, if it doesn't happen, it's my fault now. I've relieved RyPop of this duty, and boy, I didn't appreciate what I had while I had it. My name is Brian Paul from this channel right here without Parole, and this gentleman over here to my left, your right, is AJ from the Underground, PSVR, Underground.
What is up, Brian? What is up, Gamecats? Happy MonJay. Dude, how you doing, man? Because I'm doing pretty well. I was
doing good until I saw Twitcher's comment in the chat, and I'm thinking we need to uninvite him from the Gamecat Meetup.
Apparently, a lot of calamari fans. Hey, I feel you, man. Like calamari is really good, but I don't know if I'd go to those lengths for some calamari. But yeah, man. Hope you've been good. Man, it seems like I haven't been doing anything on my channel for like 2 weeks now because I haven't posted anything. But lo and behold, I've actually been doing quite a freaking lot. With like all of my spare time, I've been playing Redacted and Redacted, and I've also been playing.
So wait, hold on. So House of Da Vinci?
No, they're Redacted. We can't say what they are.
We're not saying what. What if I just tell everybody what we've been playing? Then you haven't broken any embargoes.
You can do that later on your own time. This is my time to make the intro now, Brian.
It's my time. So please my time down here.
but yeah, man, Redacted and Redacted,
yeah,
awesome, really, really awesome. Redacted,
really awesome.
However,
yeah,
not so awesome.
I think you got to give Redacted 3 another chance. Although you think I need to give Redacted 2 another chance. So like, you know,
yeah,
this is
true.
This is the beautiful relationship that we have, AJ. We're different people who like different games, and one of us is always right, and the other one is always wrong.
Yeah.
Anyone in the chat want to guess which is which?
My money's on the one that plays Hitman. um,
I would totally play Hitman
on PSVR2. On PSVR2.
I would totally if you gave me a month off to go play Hitman, because it's your channel.
You'd need a month.
Yeah.
You'd absolutely need a month. But no, man, for real. Like, dude, May is going to be insane. But yeah, it's awesome that Redacted are really good. I think Redacted sucks. But we'll see how that goes. And then not too long from now, we've got Redacted coming, and we're gonna have to play that too. So man, it's strap in, because holy shit, May is gonna be nuts.
And strap on. Thank you for whoever reminded me to put the GoFundMe link into the chat. I just threw it up there. I pinned it. Don't forget, guys, we are still miles away from our goal. The PAX East GoFundMe. We're starting to figure stuff out. We're starting to figure out how much things are going to cost. AJ's got his room booked. He's got his flight booked. Miles has his room booked. He's got his flight booked. Wes is dragging his feet because he's Wes. But it's going to happen.
It's going to happen. He'll just show up there. He'll never confirm, but he'll just be like, "What's up, guys?" And we'll be like, "Wes."
Right. So we're figuring out. We are figuring out exactly how much money we're going to need. And fortunately, it's not crazy. It's not crazy. So we're going to be updating the GoFundMe in the next probably 24 hours, 48 hours to let you guys know exactly how much we need. And we just wanted to give a quick shout out to you guys that have been supporting us this entire time. It has been amazing. You're very very generous. However, we're about halfway to the goal. So please, if you're able to contribute and help us get to PAX East, and so the four of us can be together once a year as is the new norm, we would absolutely love it.
Yeah, but that being said, like you said, man, I have already booked. It's official. I'm gonna be in Boston for 4 days with y'all, and I cannot wait. That's 1 day longer than I spent last time. And last time I was like kind of bummed that I had to leave because I was sitting there hanging out with a bunch of cats in the lobby still all day. It was super fun. But yeah, man, I felt like I wanted just a little bit more time with y'all. So yeah, I can't wait. We're already starting to game plan, like what kind of content we're going to do, what kind of surprises we're going to make for you guys. And we've got a lot planned, and there's going to be a lot of releases around that time too. So there's going to be a lot to talk about, a lot going on. And we're going to, of course, try and make some unique content for that event as well, like we did last year. But even more this time.
Yeah, agreed. And I will tell you, AJ, that it's getting more real by the second for me, because this showed up in the mail. I don't know if you can tell from camera. Oh yeah, you can. This is half of the 300 wristbands that we have. There's a new font. I know, but it's embossed, right? So it feels good to touch, and it's got the little paw prints on it. It says Gamecat Meetup PAX East 2025. The font is great. Looks kind of like this nice kind of script font. It's really good, and we always have way too many of them, right? Because it's
cheaper to get more.
It's cheaper to get more. We really only need 50 total at most, maybe 60, so that everyone can have a few and take a few home. But yeah, you order 100, and it's cheaper to order 100 than it is to order 60. And then once you hit 100, you get 200 for free.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. And so for $100, you get I don't know. But the worst part is that they don't give you the option for variations on the 300. It's like, oh, I'll take 100 red and 100 black and 100 white. Nope. Yeah. It's like you got to get them all the same. And so every year I end up going home with an extra 150 from the year before.
That is so weird.
Yeah, but they showed up, and it's like that to me makes it real. It's like, oh, these are things that I'm literally going to be handing out and giving to all the cats that show up. And so make sure you find me on day one, and we can all walk around with our Gamescat. Oh, yeah. Oh, actually, you know what? This is interesting. These ones from last year just started to wear off. I literally haven't taken these off since last year. And I shower with them.
Those things are durable. Yeah, those things last a long time. I still have ones from 2019.
Woohoo!
Yeah, the first Gamecat Meetup. Yeah,
collector's items. Yeah. Wait, 20. Oh my god.
Yeah,
that's so crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So crazy.
6 years ago was the first Gamecat Meetup.
Well, yes. there was an unofficial one long before you joined the crew, where me, Des, Jeremy, and Michelle all went to PAX East, and we just kind of went to walk around.
That. Yeah.
And it was cool because Sony actually had a presence there then. They actually had like these, just like a whole wall of PlayStation VR1 set up with different demos running for different games. I think Des or Jeremy had got to play Rick and Morty before it ever came out, and before anyone had even got to play a demo of it. And so it was cool. It was really cool then. And I think there was like, it was so early on in the channel that very few people showed up, right? But we were like, hey, if you're here, fucking hit us up. And I want to say like Skibby, the Gamecat, if I remember correctly, showed up, and I think he's coming again this year.
Couple Boston Cats, yeah. And I remember you guys played you got to play like Sniper Elite and Pixel Ripped. It was like before we even knew what Pixel Ripped was.
Yeah, Sniper Elite was Mikey and I played that at PAX. That was for COVID. The COVID.
Oh, that was the next year.
Yeah, that was 2020
or 2020. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like we still weren't sure if COVID was going to be a big deal or not, and so he and I are walking around wearing our masks wrong, and we get to meet what's his name, who made Paper Beast. Right?
Oh, Eric Chahi.
Yeah,
hell yeah, dude.
And so we get to play that game, and we get to play Sniper Elite. But yeah, it was the year before that we did all the other stuff. So yeah,
if Eric Chahi was going to be there, I'd be like, I bring my copy of Heart of Darkness with me. I'll be like, will you sign my copy of Heart of Darkness, please? I know Another World or Out of This World, where depending on where you're from, is what everybody knows them for. But dude, always be Heart of Darkness for me. That, as Sergeant Frosty would say, that game was my childhood.
It's very cool. I like Heart of Darkness a lot. Probably my favorite one of the group too. But Out of This World or Another World was. I actually brought my Vita copy of Another World for him to sign, like, if sealed limited run games, like, and I was like, oh, can you, but then I completely forgot. It was like in my backpack, like, fuck, I forgot.
Those were definitely, Another World was actually a game that I played very, very young in like the early 90s on a PC. Like some of the first PC gaming memories I have, Another World, and it was like around the first like Command and Conquer as well. I mean, I think I played some stuff before that, but those are just some fond early memories that I have.
Yeah, I remember Out of This World. We were playing on a computer that like could barely run it. Right, it's pushing polygons and stuff, or whatever the rotoscoped animation was made up of, and I just remember like playing it later in life and being like, oh, is this how it was supposed to play? Because my character was running so slow across the screen, and it was like everything was so deliberate and crazy. So, anyway, beside the point.
Nostalgia out of the way now.
Yeah, Noctis with the €1. Thanks for being here, bud. Appreciate the donation every single episode. He's always here with his euro. Kill Artist 1, the Dreamweaver Gamecat with the $5 says, wait, hold on, I forget to like that. Says, finally gonna finish the meetup artwork tonight. Holy shit, just in time. Turned out better than I had imagined. Can't wait to see everyone. That is so cool.
Excellent. Yeah, looking forward to it. Now stop showing me it. He keeps sending me messages. It looks great, but I don't want to see it anymore. I don't want to spoil anymore. I'm gonna delete those. No, but really, I can't wait to see it. But yeah, no more spoilers. No more spoilers.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what it looks like. He seems very excited about this stuff this year. Awesome Tatum says we are creating new stories for this meetup. Absolutely. It's gonna be crazy, man. We've got it. You know, these meetups are never the biggest groups of people. We don't have like hundreds of cats coming in. Like, you know, it's just like 20, 25, something like that. But we got an interesting group this year, man. We got an interesting group this year. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, no, it felt like a lot of people. I mean, especially cramed in like a hotel lobby and stuff. It was a lot of people, but it was not like to the point to where things got like out of control, or you know, we'd be causing like disturbances everywhere. So
we're looking to change that this year.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. What do we have? What do we have going on here? All right. I didn't even tell you I sent you a run a show. Do you have to run a show?
I do, and we got a lot to talk about today, especially with that sale.
Cool. Let's kick it off with the viewer takeover from Christmas time. I think this is a first. This is our first viewer takeover question from Spotify. AJ, remember, put this thing up on podcast services of your choice, and you can leave comments on some of these things. And so,
what a strange place to put that.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm calling it a viewer takeover question, but it wasn't labeled as one.
Okay.
But we don't get a lot of comments because we don't. There's not like a ton of.
I didn't even know you could leave comments on Spotify. That's weird.
Apparently, hey, I learned something today too. Anyway, so
Okay.
Christmas time on Spotify said no mention of Wanderer being the first game after Gran Turismo to implement positional reprojection. So this is interesting, right? Because the and I'm gonna be the first to admit that I just didn't care. Hold on, is this the right one? No, it's the wrong image. But Mighty Eyes had released that roadmap for here it is for Wanderer. Here it is. And you could read through the entire thing and be like, oh wow, they've got a lot of plans, but I think most of us kind of hyper focused on the how long all this shit's gonna take, right? We're like, oh man, I think everyone was like, this is a lot of information. They've got a lot of stuff in the works. Just wake me up when it's done. I think that was the reaction. It was like, good for you guys. You're planning on fixing stuff and not leaving us with a broken game, but just wake us up when it's done. We don't care. But one of the things on that roadmap was that they're looking to make a high res version of it that runs reprojected 60 to 120, just like Arcanage did, to give us the option to play a 90 native or reprojected. But specific to this game, they were saying that they're going to use Sony's new positional reprojection system, and I thought that was interesting because that is available. People can use that, right? At least on the Pro. I don't know if it's available for
I was going to say, is this a Pro thing or is this a base PS5 thing? If it's a base PS5 thing, that's big news. If it's a Pro thing, then it's like, yeah, it's cool, but like,
why? Because you don't have a Pro? Is that why? Is that why it's not a big deal, AJ? Because you don't have a Pro?
No, because it looks fine. I mean, on a base PS5, but sure.
I think the game looks beautiful. I honestly, like, for me personally, like, I kind of don't care because I'm not going to play in that mode. I'll check it out and just see how it looks, but the mode I want to play is the mode that we got. We get the 90 hertz native mode. But Wanderer is a beautiful game, and it's not like this high action run and gun shooter, like an Undead Citadel or whatever else that you wouldn't want to have reprojection in. So I don't know, man. I'm curious because Gran Turismo 7 gave us it's a very specific type of movement. You are in a car and you're driving forward, right? And so I feel like we haven't had the chance to really check out the positional reprojection system very well. We haven't had a chance to really put it through its paces and kick the tires and see what it's capable of because you were driving forward, right? What I'm doing when I'm trying to see how well this positioning system works is I got one hand on the wheel and I'm just looking to the side, right?
Yeah, that's what you got to do.
I'm seeing this stuff fly past me, right, at 100 miles an hour or faster, and I'm like, oh yeah, there's still this ghosting that's happening over here, right? Especially with the wire fences, right? The wire fences created all sorts of problems, and so, but I don't think you really get to see how good of an improvement this is to the reprojection system is until you get it in a game like Wanderer where you have complete freedom of mobility and movement and wave your hand in front of your face and strafe and walk forward and backwards and turn, use smooth turning and see does it smooth things out. You don't get to do these things in Gran Turismo so much. So I suddenly became a lot more interested in this roadmap to see, I was like, oh, is this going to be the first game to use it outside of Gran Turismo? That's the other question. These goals are so far away, months and months away, that will it be the first game to use this new reprojection system? I don't know. I just thought it was really interesting.
Who left that comment again?
Christmas Time with a K.
Christmas Time. Thank you for the question, but I have a question for you, Christmas Time.
Here we go.
To counter your question. When Wanderer came out, you did a Brian Bite. We did like an extensive GAMESCAST on it, where we were just kind of bummed about it. And then I actually did a nice little follow-up that I felt really good about, where I apologized that, if anybody bought it because of, we were very excited about it. And then, got the day one patch, introduced new issues, didn't fix some of the old issues. I was really sad about that. And there was something we said at the end of that. It was, I'm not going to talk about Wanderer anymore. I don't care about anything until it's done. Same treatment I gave to Hellsweeper, same treatment I gave to some of these other games. So my question to you, Christmas Time, is, listen to GAMESCAST that time? You listen to this one, but not this one? Anyways.
So anyway, Yeah, no, it is funny because I feel like I've said it over and over and over, like even on PSVR this week, talking about this.
And I'm the only one honoring this.
Yeah, I was like, it's best that we all just forget about it. But it was, I was so ready to forget about it that I overlooked this interesting tidbit on the roadmap and was like, oh, you know what? Like I do think this is worth talking about, and my bet is that we're this won't be the first game to use the new positional reprojection system post Gran Turismo 7. I bet it won't be because it seems like these goals are so far away. They're so far away from. What are you laughing about?
Nothing. Keep talking. Just, another day of attacking one of our fans. I love you, Christmas time. Hugs.
I love you, Halloween time.
Hugs. Yeah, I do like Halloween time more. So
yeah,
sorry Christmas time.
Sorry. So anyway, I just can't wait to see. It'll be interesting to see if anyone else uses the new reprojection system over the next few months. So we can again put it through its paces. But at least we know that this game will have it eventually.
It's a hell of a roadmap. It's like what you see for like content roadmaps. It's like fixes. It's weird. Anyways, I don't want to talk about Wander anymore.
Okay.
Till it's done.
Okay.
Or close to done. I'm excited to play it. I'm excited to play it when it actually launches.
Good. Well, I'm so happy you don't want to talk about Wanderer because before the show you were like, I don't want to talk about this either. So we'll just have a whole show full of shit that you don't want to talk about. Everyone's.
I'll happily talk about this next one.
Okay.
I mean, not happily, but I'll talk about it.
All right. Well, what got announced today? Bridge Constructor Studio got announced for PS4 and PS5 today, and we'll have VR support. Let's bring this full screen. Interesting to know if anybody cares about this in the chat. This physics-based stuff. This what is going on with you? What is what? Head in hands. What's happening?
I'm listening.
What? Oh my god!
Tell me about Bridge Constructor VR, whatever
Studio. Yeah,
Studio.
This
is Constructor Studio.
It's like,
oh my goodness.
I can wait till you're done.
I'm good.
You want to vent? Do you want to get it off your shoulders? Right?
I'll have my moment once you introduce the game.
Okay. Well, it's coming out this summer, and clearly they're setting you up with a bunch of obstacles, challenges, saying, hey, fucking here's your create bridges out of these pieces, very physics based, and I think at least the ones that they're showing in this trailer look like they could be really fun. This kind of to me feels like a take on like Gadgeteer, right? Being like, hey, we've presented these puzzles to you and sort of given you an infinite number of ways to be creative and find your own solutions, and I like that. I don't know how much time I would actually spend with this, but it's a game I would definitely check out in VR, but not anywhere else. The floor is yours, AJ.
I agree with Nihilus Ryan, the game feline. My metal feline friend says clearly
Ryan likes everything. That's good.
This is game of the year.
Clearly.
No, I saw this and I was like, okay, it looks better than it sounds.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, I'm like, why is this in VR? Like, what's the significance? Like, I'm not the biggest stickler. Like, sometimes I like just being in VR. Like, I've played third-person VR games, and I've been like, this is amazing. Usually there's, like, a reason, though, that I can explain why. But I look at this, and I'm just like, why? Like, what makes this... like, it looks kind of charming or whatever, and, sort of, but it's like, I just see this, and I'm like, why? Why is this in VR? Why is this an important VR game? And the answer is, I don't think it is.
Why does it have to be important? Why can't it just be a fun VR game? Why does it have to change your life, AJ?
I don't think it's even gonna. I don't know. I just don't. I have a feeling it's not even gonna be fun because it looks like interesting for about 5 seconds, and then I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Like, I'm bored. Like, just watching this like for 3 seconds.
Oh my god. Okay.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. I'm
just being honest. I know I'm really harsh sometimes. I'm in a great mood. believe it or not.
You don't seem like it. You're sort of giving off some everything sucks vibes today. Man, why does it have to be in VR? Listen, let me tell you something, AJ. I emailed I emailed Tarsier today, Tarsier Studios, who you might remember as the awesome developers behind Static on PSVR1, that one of the best puzzle games on PSVR1, where your hands are in the lock boxes stuck with DualShock 4.
Oh yeah,
amazing, right?
Yeah, great game.
And then that was the same team who did Little Nightmares, and then Little Nightmares was sort of taken away from them by the publisher, and so now they're creating Reanimal. And Reanimal, it looks like basically them getting their IP back, basically, right? It's them doing Little Nightmares again, but the way that they want to do it. Reanimal does not need to be in VR, right? However, I think anyone who played Little Nightmares over the last however many years. Hold on a second. I just need something else playing. Do I have a Little Nightmares trailer? Why don't I have a Little Nightmares trailer?
Put the Out of Sight trailer on, because Out of Sight looks like a great Little Nightmares VR game.
All right, fine. Out of Sight. It will have to be close enough. This will just be a tone piece. But I think so many of us who played Little Nightmares or saw the trailers for Little Nightmares over the last years saw that and said, "Man, this would be so cool in VR." Right? I don't need to be in the game. I don't need it to be first person. I don't need it to be move controls supported or anything like that. I just want to play Little Nightmares from the same perspective, the same side-scrolling perspective, but I want it to be kind of up there in my face instead of over here on a TV, and I want to see it in 3D, and I'm more than happy to use a DualShock 4 or DualSense controller in order to play this game. I just want to experience it in VR. And so I actually emailed the developers today and said, "Hey, it's been a long time since we talked. You know, they were super nice to us during the Static days, and then they just kind of fell out of VR." And I was like, "How hard would it be to add a PSVR2 mode to Reanimal, right? Because like this is giving us the exact thing we wanted from Little Nightmares." And I said to them specifically, "We don't need VR controls. We don't need a first-person perspective. We need nothing. We just want to play the game in VR." And that's sort of how I'm feeling about Bridge Constructor Studio. Right. I mean, to a different degree, right? I didn't see the flat screen version of Bridge Constructor Studio and say, "Boy, you know, it would be great."
Yeah. See, that's the difference is some of that stuff. There's like stuff like, and I hate because it's kind of like picky and choosy. It's like, well, yes to this and no to this. Like when really it should just be yes, like just give it all VR, whatever. But that's the thing is like you say something like Little Nightmares and I'm like, okay, look, there's at least it's a third person game. It's with a DualShock or gamepad or whatever. That's fine for me because it has other things that interest me in experiencing it in VR, which is stuff like the art design or the atmosphere. It's like you can get immersed. I have a big enough imagination to where like I can get immersed into that stuff. I look at Bridge Constructor Studio VR and I'm like, I don't want to be in this game. Like I don't like it doesn't like graphically it doesn't look pretty. It looks like just like a simple little concept that you know some people might like. That's fine. I'm not saying it's bad if you think it looks fine, but just for me personally, I'm just like I don't see anything appealing about this in VR at all. It looks never mind. I'll leave it there.
Hold on.
But yeah, Little Nightmares, like I could dig it. I've played third person games. I played Spyro in VR. Incredible. Why? Because you're looking around and there's these beautiful, gorgeous environments and graphics and like art design, things like that. Little Nightmares would be awesome with the atmosphere, design, things like that. This I'm just like looking at it. I'm like it looks very basic, and I'm like, what's the appeal here? I don't get it.
It's again. Did you enjoy Gadgeteer?
A little bit, not a lot, but
I think
just
that's
a
the
little
appeal.
bit.
I think that's the appeal. It's just something. It's just something else. It's a little bit of different style gameplay. Especially the physics based stuff is really fun to sort of watch your these Rube Goldberg contraptions sort of play out and see if your construction of them works. And this is like, I don't know, like I don't think we've seen any VR gameplay in this trailer. Maybe we have and I wasn't paying attention, but I think when you're building these things, it's way cooler to be like, oh, I'm grabbing this piece and connecting it here, and I'm grabbing this piece and connecting it here, and I'm sort of building
I was
it
looking
with
for that in
my
the trailer.
hands.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if they include that, I think it'll be more fun to play this game than it would be just like kind of, using an analog stick and hitting the X button to sort of place pieces. I think, yeah.
I was looking for that in the trailer, and I didn't even see that. So I'm like, where? That's why I'm like, there's nothing it's giving me that says like anything about this is interesting in VR. But that's, again, just my opinion. But
yeah,
some people can, get mad. It's fine. I'm used to it.
Thank you, Bridge Construction Studio, for giving us an excuse to talk about Tarsier and Reanimal. Right. Okay. Okay. I think this might be one of the bigger news stories of the last couple of days, and I think we might be the wrong people to even be talking about it. But over at One Hamsa, developers for Underdogs, they're talking about multiplayer support, and it's this short that they created here, this right here, is kind of interesting because, you usually a developer would just say, hey, we're working on multiplayer. Stay tuned. But these guys are going a little bit further with it. And they're saying, we're putting everything on the line. This is going to take a lot of time and a lot of money. And we're basically like risking the future of the studio in order to make this happen. So hopefully you guys are with us. And then they're putting it out there. A World of Long Plays they haven't answered yet. This was literally an hour ago. And they're saying we're putting everything on the line. Could this, what do you guys want from Underdogs? And so, AJ, I said we might be the wrong people to be the ones talking about this.
Which we need to clear this up a little bit because I actually played this game and I started to enjoy it. And for some reason, good. When we talked about this before, apparently it came off as extremely negative, which I probably said, made some mistakes. I make mistakes all the time. It happens. Yes. But I tried to convey when we covered this game before that, like when we started out with it, it was like, I was not feeling it at first. And then like I started playing it and like, well, I had some gripes against it. Like I'm not a big roguelike guy and it's definitely a roguelike. And, I didn't like some of the pacing stuff with it. I said, like, when you get into the arena and like, as you keep playing and dying or whatever, like it gets better and better and better. And for some reason, I guess that didn't come across really well, but yeah, like, even though it's not really the best game for me, like, I tried to say that, like, no, there is some good stuff here, even though, like especially the mech combat stuff, like it feels good to beat the crap out of robots, like some BattleBots shit, and like there were some good qualities. So, I didn't really get much backup because you didn't play it, and you were just like, I'm not interested in it, and like so, like I don't know if what happened here, but I tried to say that like there was some good stuff here, and I started enjoying it the more I played it.
Well, I mean, I think I've been pretty clear about what happened with me. It just came out at a bad time for me because I was dealing with like the worst depression I'd ever felt in my entire life, and I wasn't really sure where it was coming from, and I didn't know, and it was starting to really affect like the games that I was playing and my opinions of the things that I was playing and my interest level in playing certain things. And so I've been clear about that. I've been transparent about that. That's the reason that there's not a Brian Bite or a review. It wouldn't be fair to review it when I'm like not in the mood to play a game. And so
it's tough.
Right. And so, sometimes life gets in the way of just even having fun. And so, but I am very excited to go back and give this game a fair shake. I've gone back to it a couple times, but again, it was all during that time period. So, I'm interested in it. I think the menu-driven roguelite stuff is not going to be for me, but I do think that the battles are really fun, and in the fact that they're looking to really implement multiplayer in a way that is, according to this short at least, more than just throwing a couple players into an arena together, right? It's more than just, oh hey, it's co-op. You're just playing the exact same game, but it's co-op now, right? It seems like that they really, really, really want to do something special with this. And so I saw Rye pop in the chat go PvP, co-op, and PvPvE, right? And so if they add all of these different game modes and allow us to play like however we want, I think that'd be insane. I think this game could be like incredibly fun, right? Because I don't I really like fighting other people in VR, right? Like anytime you get a chance to do that, like Creed Rise to Glory, it's so much fun. It's so much fun. And to be able to do that in big mech robots, right? With like chainsaw attachments and boxing glove attachments, like all this different shit to beat the crap out of each other. I think it's going to be really fun. So I'm really looking forward to this, honestly.
Yeah, I need to like I really want to try to find time to play this more. But yeah, again, like I definitely I started to have fun with it. Once I stuck with it, I kind of did have to like stick with it. Like that's what I said. It's like I wasn't feeling it at first, and it was very much a mood thing. Sometimes with VR games, man, that's how it is. Like sometimes you got to really be in the mood to play something. Like there, and sometimes that can take even years. I mean, I know there's games where they played and I was like, I wasn't, expectations or mood, whatever it was, I wasn't crazy about. And then I revisit it like a year or two later and I'm like, why did I ever not like this game? Like it's just VR games are sometimes an acquired taste. Sometimes you got to be in a certain mood for them. It's all different, various factors. Yeah, this one, I just haven't, that timing, like you said, just hasn't really lined up for me yet. But there is some good stuff in there, and it's got a nice style to it, and it's got some good combat. But I definitely need to like play it more. It's still not like really super won me over, but I'm like, yeah, if there's people that are like really excited, like love this game, it's like I can see why. Like it has some really great qualities about it.
Yeah, I'll tell you this is I. It's sort of when everyone says, "Oh, this is like one of the greatest VR games ever made," right? And they start hyping up to those kind of levels. And then I get in there and I go, "This is what you guys are calling the greatest VR game ever made," right? It's sort of like this expectation that like this is why I kind of hate sometimes getting games on PSVR2 long after they've been out on Steam or Quest or whatever, because everyone was like, "Oh, it's fucking incredible," and then you get in and you're like, "This is incredible." This is it, right? It's like been so overhyped and oversold that you're like, I don't know, man. Like for me, it's like for me, it takes twice as much effort to just get in there and be like, okay, I got to see what everyone else is experiencing here. So that's why like when I do that's why when I do reviews and everything like that, like I don't want to see anyone else's opinion until I've successfully completely rounded out my own opinion and formulated that. Because I just don't want anyone else's thoughts to get in the way, and that's exactly what happened with this.
Yeah, and timing makes a difference too. Like it's not even maybe the case that it was overhyped or overpraised or whatever. It's just when it came out, it was something that people really wanted, and it delivered on that. And people, shouted it from the top of the mountain, as they should with any VR game that they truly are passionate about and care about. That's what we all should be doing, because VR is an uphill battle, and you really have to go above and beyond to support some of these like games that that give you like something you really believe in or really enjoy, whatever it is. But yeah, so it's not necessarily like overhyped or anything. It's just the timing is key as well. Like if you have Construction Bridge Studio, which could be great, but if it comes out the same day as Hitman, nobody's gonna care. Like the timing is important.
The chat's interesting. I like what the chat's saying. Nihilus Ryan says, if you're coming from Arcane Age or Hitman, this isn't going to impress. And I think that's where I'm coming from, right? Like coming off the heels of Arcane Age and just being like, oh man, like this whatever. This feels like a game that could easily have been on PSVR1 and it does great things on PSVR2, but like it doesn't move the needle at all for me. Again, it also this is crazy. I over the last 3 or 4 months, like I've been back at the gym. I do not want to. I when I sweat, I want to sweat there. I'm really getting tired of games that are physically demanding. I'm old, AJ. I'm 45 fucking years old, and like I sometimes I just want to play. I don't mind standing in VR. Like that's still sorry on my end. That's still the way I prefer to play games, is standing in VR. But the ones that make you sweat, the ones that like that is part of the core gameplay experience. I'm just starting to.
It's a mental thing, man. If you tell yourself you don't want to do this, but before you jump in, then you're not going to have a good time. But
That's true.
sometimes sometimes you mentally something clicks or flips, and you go, oh, I do want to be like, I do want to get all into it, and I don't care if I get a little sweaty or whatever because it's hot outside. Like sometimes it actually gets you like more conditioned to that. But yeah, man, it's just it's I don't know. It's beyond my pay grade to figure out the psychology behind why this is, good now or good later and whatnot. Way above my pay grade.
Anyway, listen, there's still always the moments where I'm like, okay, I've got some good energy and I'm ready to go. And it's like that, I'm going to have to reserve those moments of my life to get back into Underdogs, right? The next time I go, I've just got like this energy that I need to expel. It's the middle of the day. That's when I'm going to give Underdogs another shot. And so stay tuned because I really do. I want to give this game a fair shake. I'm so thrilled that One Hamsa is constantly supporting it. It just got the endless rampage mode last week, and then this is something that they're working on big time. And so I am. So I'm like, you want to support developers who are this excited about their game and want to give back to the people who have supported their game since it came out like 2 years ago on Steam and then just recently on PSVR2. So
yeah, best of luck to them, man, because they said in the video like they're risking they're putting their studio basically on the line to add this big update to it. And there is a rabid fan base for this game, but it's going to need to be bigger it's going to need to get bigger for them to find the success they're looking for. But hats off to a tip of the beanie to them for just making games to make fun games, which is something that's becoming a little bit lost this generation. So good on you, devs.
Looper says this came out a year ago on Steam. Okay, so I thought it was a little bit older than it is. Not 2 years, 1 year. Oh, man.
Yeah, and some people are talking about like they don't like physical games, and it's like, well, like to me it comes and goes. Sometimes I get it. Sometimes like I want games. That's why the variety. It's nice to have the variety. Sometimes I want to just sit down and not do any effort, and sometimes like I want to like do some really physical stuff, standing or whatever.
Yeah,
it changes.
Yeah, we're all different. We all like different things, and yeah, the interests come and go. I saw Mad Vegan in the chat say, "Sorry, AJ, still not haven't wanted to play Moss." Okay.
Yeah,
right?
You see. Right. I mean, that's objectively just wrong, but but I get it. I understand it. I forgive you, even if you're wrong.
It is a little bit crazy to me to not ever find the desire to play Moss, right? Because like I understand not having the energy to play games sometimes and just being like, oh, I don't want to run it, wave my hands around and jump up and down in VR and blah 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 the whole thing. But like we're all tired. We all get tired. That's just a normal human condition. And so to not just be like, oh, I just want to like cuddle up on my couch, throw the headset on, and like take care of this adorable little mouse and help her get through her adventure. Like, what happened in your childhood to cause you to grow up without a heart, Mad Vegan? What happened?
On a side note, I just reread Redwall series, book 1 through 3, which is basically what Moss is inspired off of. It's like a children's book, but it's really good. First time for the first time since I was like 5, I've been reading it. I read through the entire 3 first books again, and it was awesome. And I loved Moss.
Pentagram Hellcat said, "Don't give up, Brian. You're never too old. Tom Cruise is still hanging off planes at 61, and you're cooler than him." I don't think you're going to get too much support with that comment. I think Tom Cruise is. I don't even like Tom Cruise, and he's definitely way cooler than I'll ever be.
He's pretty cool.
Is he cool?
I mean, I think so. Top Gun Maverick was great. Yeah. It's rare we get good movies these days, and so it was nice to see a good movie. Although I hear Sinners is really good, and I want to go see that.
Yeah,
dude. Sinners is supposed to be really, really good. I'm sure people in the chat will say, like, yeah, you should see that like yesterday.
Oh. Is it horror?
Yeah. It's I think it's got horror elements in it, but yeah, you should 100% go see it because everyone's telling me it's like one of the best movies they've seen in a long time, and I'm like, man, I don't remember the last time there was like a movie to get excited about, because it seems like it rarely happens these days. So yeah, I'm excited to go see that actually.
Cool.
And that is our conversation about Underdogs. What a nice little bow tie on top.
I listen. I'm glad we got a chance to talk about Underdogs and let people know that like we don't hate the game, right? That we actually think it's good, and just haven't really given it enough time, I guess. Right? It's nice to clear the air sometimes. Just saying.
Yeah, for sure. We're usually pretty good about stuff, but yeah, we kind of fucked up with Underdogs and Wanderer, and so we're not always good all the time.
I mean,
we got you next month. I feel pretty confident that next month we're going to be on point.
All the time. Yeah. Well, listen, I am doing my absolute best to make sure that I have coverage for all the games coming out, and dude, I mean, even when we're gone at PAX, I think there's going to be news videos going live while I'm traveling to PAX. I've already got some cool announcements that are going to be made while we're at PAX. There's going to be breaking. And then of course reviews on games that are coming out. The Midnight Walk launches while we're at PAX, right? Doesn't that game come out while we're there? So like,
which one?
The Midnight Walk? Did I say the Midnight Launch?
I think there's a couple.
Yeah. And so making sure that that's all planned ahead of time and scheduled to go live when the embargoes are up. It's all, it's going to be a crazy month, man. Even when we're not here, even when we're not home, we're still going to be sell shit for you guys.
Still going to be have shit, y'all.
I absolutely cannot talk and run the show at the same time. I'm producing this constantly.
I am excited. Yeah. Like, thank God for review keys, because, we're going to hope we should be able to get to cover everything, all the current news in May, which there's going to be a lot. We're going to get to like covering all that live, which is going to be awesome.
Yeah.
And everyone that goes.
Not lucky there.
Never mind.
What's up? What? Everyone that goes what?
Nothing. I was going to say he's going to get to know soon. Get to know first.
True. All right, man. Well, listen, we got a pretty decent sale going on the PlayStation Store. It's called Big Games, Big Deals. But this is the last week of it. And so AJ and I just want to take a quick look and make sure that anyone who is looking to get a good deal on a game didn't miss out, because I think there's like 1 week left in this sale.
I like big games and I cannot lie. You know the rest of the words.
Don't stop on my account.
You're the one that's good at like Weird Al songs, apparently.
Just Papa Roach. Just Last Resort is the only.
What was it?
No, not.
Come on,
not
sing it here. Sing it here right now. Okay.
No, I don't even remember what it was. I remember we were. It was you were booking your hotel room for PAX.
Oh, that's what it was.
What was it?
Because I'm losing. Because I'm booking my flight. You like nailed it though. Like you were totally just winging it. Like,
wish somebody would pay for my flight. Losing. Yeah, got it. It was. God.
It was
like every so often, AJ. I'm like I get out of voice chat on Discord and I'm just like, oh my God, I'm insane. Like I'm just like I'm really worried about my own sanity, because I don't know, just hit different levels some days. And last night was one of those levels. Anyway. All right. Do you have the link for this sale? I've got it up on the screen here.
I do actually.
Cool. Well, there's 59 results, AJ. 59 results.
Oh,
there's a couple duplicates, a little bit of DLC here, so it's not going to take us too long. But I think the last time Wes and I did one of these sales, we just sort of bounced back and forth, and we just kind of hit the ones that we thought were important, kind of going in chronological order. And listen, I think Resident Evil stuff goes without saying, but to get Resident Evil Village for $15, $16, 60% off, it would have been a steal at as a normal $40 price point. But for $16, like, I mean, Village is just one of the best PSVR2 games there is. I think it's even better than Resident Evil 4 moment to moment, right? With all the VRAF elements. co-inventory, all
Yeah.
that. $16, you guys. And we know that all of you haven't played it because the stats are out there. And a shockingly few number of people have played Village and Resident Evil 4 in VR for some reason. They're not
It's like
that scary.
200,000, right?
Yeah.
It's like 2%. Yeah.
Yeah.
We did a little bit better with the PSVR 1 era because I think like even Resident Evil, I want to say, maybe this is wrong, but I thought Resident Evil 7 was like 10% played it in VR.
Maybe.
I thought, but PSVR 1 had a, much stronger launch than PSVR 2 did. But PSVR 2 is catching up now, so it's good to see. But dude, yeah, thumbs up, thumbs down. Make sure you leave your name the game, thumbs up, thumbs down. You can even do like split, halfway, whatever you want to do. 2 thumbs up, dude. Resident Evil Village, yeah, must have. It's still it's getting a little bit more competitive, but it's definitely like easily top 3 of the PSVR 2 games.
Yeah, agreed. It's tough. Ben L, the GameCat Army in the chat says, I have almost 140 hours in Phasmophobia. After I dropped out, I dropped out pretty hard after my review was done. I had over 100 hours at that point, but I've gone back. We played the 4-player stream with the full Parole board, and it was such a blast. And then with the new stuff that's going on right now, the seasonal event, I need to get back in there. And so anyway, $15 instead of 20. It's janky. You'll get used to the jank. Fucking do it.
Yeah, 2 thumbs up for Phasmophobia as well.
Yeah, big time. All right, you're up.
I'm gonna skip the Resident Evil 7 Gold and Village Gold edition. Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted 2 for $19.99. That's 50% off, or with PlayStation Plus is $17.99. Sadly, I've hardly played this, but it was pretty decent what I did play.
Same. It was pretty decent. It was just a shame that the PSVR 2 remaster of Five Nights at Freddy's 1, which is also on sale, $15 instead of 30, it was so silky smooth. Like it was running at a great frame rate and there was no stutter or anything. And Help Wanted 2 just didn't look or feel nearly as good. And so I've been wanting to get back to both of these games. And then, as you know, AJ, last October, I kind of like front loaded October with just like a bunch of reviews and Brian Bites and special videos to celebrate October. It's our favorite month. And I want to do that again this year. I want to make sure that there's a review for Very Bad Dreams and Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted 2 and even the PSVR 2 version Help Wanted 1. So these games are going to get the attention they deserve, just a little bit later in the year for me. But fantastic, especially for the price.
I think if you really need a good horror game, then I don't know. Pentagram Hellcat, great name, says FNAF 2 thumbs down, 1 thumbs down, not 2. Says 0 scares.
What?
So yeah, I don't know. I may have to pass on this for now. Just 1 thumbs down with Pentagram. But like I said, what I played was okay. But that brings us to what was yours? Thumbs up? 1 thumbs up?
Definitely. No, I'm 2 thumbs up on all this, and I disagree with the minimal amount that I played Help Wanted 2. It's knowing that those jump scares are coming, right? I was doing the carousel repair, and I was just like, there's like these voices behind me, and I kept looking behind me, and I'm trying to do the repairs in front of me, and I'm just knowing that there's like this invisible timer ticking down, and then of course I got the jump scare, and I was like, fuck, okay, I'm gonna have a heart attack if I keep playing this. I love jump scares in VR. I love horror in VR. Like it all just really works for me. And if I wasn't so susceptible to being scared, I probably wouldn't enjoy it as much. But I do think I'm more susceptible than most people to being scared in VR.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of just pass just because I haven't played enough of it. And what I played was like okay. And like you said, it didn't look as good as the first one, which does bring us to the next game, which is Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted Full Time Edition for $14.99.
This includes all the Dreadbear DLC and everything, right?
All the Dreadbear DLC, which is awesome.
2 thumbs up. Yeah,
I'm gonna give 1 thumbs up because it was a PSVR 1 game, and I don't know how well that's going to age. But what I will say is, this was one of my favorite like PSVR 1 games, and it was one of the scariest PSVR 1 games I played. It was very scary. Like I don't know. It was effective for me. And there was some stuff that was like, this is really horrifying. So I loved it. I want to give it 2 thumbs up. I'm gonna give it 1 thumbs up for now. But it was awesome, and I highly, highly recommend Help Wanted.
Yeah,
if you
2
like
thumbs
horror.
up. I give it 2 thumbs up, and probably would only give Help Wanted 2 1 thumb up because of the quality. But
yeah.
Let's see.
I don't know if ours are in the same order here, but
I believe so. I mean, can you see the screen? Because can
Is
you
yours-
see the stream? Because that's the order mine's in.
let me see. No, I can't.
Okay, it's fine. If I skip over any, feel free to circle back.
Yeah, it's the same. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I just got to go straight to Red Matter 2 because Red Matter 2 is this level of polish and quality that like just is almost unmatched on PSVR 2. Not only do we get amazing puzzles, and now we have platforming elements in like combat and stealth. It just feels like a more full-fledged game than Red Matter 1 did, which was all puzzles, right? But we also get the technical side of it, where it's running at was Red Matter 2 running at 120 native, and then Red Matter 1's running at 90 native? Is that how this works? It just super high res, super high frame rate. So you get an amazing game. That's an amazing achievement. But then you also get the technical achievement on top of that. $18. Go support these guys because we need a Red Matter 3.
Yeah, Red Matter is fantastic.
Two
Definitely 2 thumbs up. 2 thumbs up. $17.99. So are we skipping some?
Like I said, we're not hitting every single one because otherwise we're gonna be here for an hour.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
So-
I guess
so
you
we'll
don't get our opinions on Waltz of the Wizard or Cube VR.
No, like I said, you can like if I skip over some, feel free to circle back and hit those up if they're ones that you really want to talk about.
So what do you think about Waltz of the Wizard for $14.99 or $12.99 with PlayStation Plus?
It's okay.
I'm gonna
I
say
think
1
it's
thumbs
good.
up.
Yeah, I'm
One
good with
thumbs
1
up.
thumbs up. Yeah, I didn't
$12.99 hand tracking demo.
I didn't enjoy the hand tracking. I think the hand tracking is
Really?
silly. Yeah, I just wanted to let me fucking play this with controllers, right? And which they do, right? I just have zero interest in hand tracking. It doesn't feel right. I don't like that there's no haptic feedback, that when I'm pulling the trigger on something or pulling a lever, I'm not feeling anything. It's just my hand. It feels less immersive than any other way to play for me. And so I'm not a hand tracking guy. So far, I haven't found a game that I like better with hand tracking. I also don't find it as reliable as pushing buttons. And so I don't care about that. It is a cool tech demo for hand tracking tech though. If you want to fuck around with it, it's there for you.
Yeah, I think this game is a great tech demo. Like a really, really great deep tech demo for a tech demo. The only reason to revisit this, if you played it on PSVR 1 like I did, because I played it a lot on PSVR 1, would be to experience it with the hand tracking, which I thought was fantastic. I thought it was really good.
No, there's if you played the crap out of it on PSVR 1, there's a ton of reasons to go back and play this on PSVR 2 because we didn't get any of the additional content on PSVR 1, right?
Yeah, we did.
No, we didn't. Alden Dynamics was like, we remember this was the studio that said, until Sony tells us what's going on with PSVR 2, we're not updating our game on PSVR 1 anymore. And everyone's like, what's the fucking connection? What's the connection? Why you, this is a weird, you're screwing over PSVR 1 gamers because of,
there was content added though. A lot of content added. Up to the maze is what they got added on PSVR 1.
But there's much more in PSVR 2.
There's more.
I mean, like it's.
Sure.
I think honestly, and it's a free upgrade, which is amazing. I feel like they really made amends for kind of screwing PSVR 1 gamers over because the PSVR 2 version was a free upgrade for everyone who bought it on PSVR 1, and I feel like the size of the game easily doubled, right? And we got voice commands in this that we didn't have on PSVR 1, and the voice commands work really well. I think that's such a cool addition.
Yep. Grumpy Williams says Wingman suck. Yes, Project Wingman Frontline 69 sucks. Stay away from it. It's got 6 VR missions and they're not very good and it's very unpolished. Just wait for Aces of Thunder. I do want to ask about Cube as well. Cube.
Okay, so we're not skipping any games as well.
I mean,
insane.
I was, yeah, I don't know. I wanted to start this earlier and have this be a lot of the episode, but you wanted to talk about Construction Bridge Studio, so
You're welcome.
I'm just gonna blame you.
I just wanted to talk about Reanimal, and that was my only way to do it.
$23.99 or $22.49 with PlayStation Plus.
Yeah, listen. Go ahead.
Shit.
I saw Nihilist Ryan post a screenshot in our Discord today with like Super Mario characters and all this cool shit that he'd created.
So cool.
And I was like, this is so cool. This is the side of Cube I haven't experienced, right? All I did was go around and just do the tutorial stuff and just sort of build the things they told me to build, and created these bigger and bigger bases and shit. And like, and I desperately want this game to be more than it is, but and I know that developers talking about, adding the survival mode and everything. They give you like this bow and arrow but all you do is like kill things, and then there's nothing to do with the things that you kill. There's a creative side of this. There's more to the creative side of this that I have not experienced. And so I am intrigued, but I haven't been sold on it yet, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. There's only one thing this game is missing, and he needs to get this as soon as he can. Because this would be a complete game changer. I'm still going to give this a 1 thumbs up with the asterisk that, listen, I just followed the tutorial all the way through. It took me about 20 hours, and I got the platinum trophy when I completed it, and I enjoyed that. I'm not like a creative builder type in, games for the most part. It's very time consuming, and I'm just not into that overall. If you are, then this is like a 2 thumbs up. You should have had this already. But if you aren't, the only appeal would be to be just going through the tutorial, doing the things, the tasks that it gives you until you complete it. You get a lot of time out of it. It's pretty good. You get a platinum trophy too. It's also a beautiful game. I think it's really pretty. The one thing he needs to add to this is like either multiplayer or the ability to go visit somebody's world or creation.
Yeah.
That's to me the big thing keeping this from being a must-have for absolutely everybody. Because if you don't want to create the stuff, then you don't really get the full experience. But if you have the ability to go visit somebody's thing, then you get to like see it, in person. That makes this a must-have. So I'm gonna give it like a light thumbs up. I did enjoy it, but it's not gonna be for everybody. So that's what I have to say about that.
Real quick aside here, AJ. I just want to give a quick shout out to some of the cats who have contributed to the fundraiser during this stream, and it's Rian McGonigal again, 28 minutes ago with the $5. Christopher Wares with the $10 about 20 minutes ago. Thank you very much. Mad Vegan with the $15 13 minutes ago. AJ, we're up to 5,666 raised.
You guys did that on purpose.
I think that was very intentional.
Thank you guys so much, man. We really appreciate you. Trust me, after having bought everything now, your help is so appreciated. You have no idea.
The credit cards have been charged, and this debt is looming over us. We really appreciate it, you guys. Help us get to 10K. That's kind of the minimum that we need right now is 10K, just to kind of cover at least the expenses or the hotels and the flights and all of that. If we gotta pay for shit and everything while we're there, then totally fine. We'll do what we gotta do.
Yeah, I'm ready to spend a couple $100. But anyways, so there's like this narrative bundle, the Wired narrative bundle pass. Shave and stuff is $7.49 or something else with PS Plus.
Listen, if you get kids or something like that, it was goofy, it was fun, but like I was kind of bored with it after about 20 minutes. So.
Yep. Thief Simulator VR Greenview Street. I kind of had fun with this, but it's not very good.
I haven't been keeping up with it. It was like half broken when I played it, and like I just need it to be better. But again, if it's been patched, if it's been updated, maybe somebody in the chat has been playing a lot of this.
I've played it a good bit.
I hated the frame rate. It was killing me, and just like I don't know, man.
It was
anyway.
better than I thought it would be, but it's still not that great. Thumbs down, dude. Hubris.
Here we go.
Or as Wes likes to say, hubris. $11.99 or dude. Hubris is $8.99 with PlayStation Plus. $8.99. Is this getting my golden buzzer here? Damn, there's some other good ones, but this is getting 2 thumbs up.
Wait, where did you get a golden buzzer from?
I always have a golden buzzer for this, man. This is PSVR's Got Talent.
You know who else has golden buzzer?
Likes golden something. Dude, Hubris $8.99. Please go buy this. Like 5-hour high quality sci-fi adventure. You know, not the greatest story, but there's like really good voice acting or I don't know. Some people actually really hate the voice acting, so maybe I won't say that. There's really good VR mechanics. It's gorgeous. It looks beautiful. It's got like such varied gameplay. Dude, go buy Hubris for $8.99 if you haven't. What are you doing?
Yeah. It's a little crazy. It's sort of delivering everything I want from a VR game. I agree the story could have been better, but like it kept me intrigued the whole time. I didn't dislike the story, and you know, plenty of action, plenty of shooting, plenty of collecting. I love just like gathering shit and then fighting and crafting and having it's got a little bit of everything, right? And the swimming is great. It's just fucking do it. Just do it.
Yeah. And play it on hard.
And play it on hard.
Yep. Car Mechanic Simulator. I think I played a little bit of this on PSVR 1. I couldn't be bothered on PSVR 2.
No interest. Thumbs down. You do get to drive the car, which is all right.
Oh, that's cool. Trip, a new way to meditate. I've played this. A lot of people ask about this game. Yeah. It's basically just a visual experience that tells you to breathe in and out, and that's all it is. The thing that really makes me angry about this is, first of all, the price. Like, it's crazy expensive. It's on sale and it's $41.99. The other thing that really bothers me about this is, so there's like some stuff that looks okay. I mean, it's just like a Microsoft visualizer in VR, pretty much. But some of it can actually look decent and it can be relaxing, but no, like there's also content in there, like the specialized video. It literally is like a 240p video in VR. I'm not even joking. It's like, holy shit. Like, you actually had the balls to put this in here and call it like a special feature. Like, holy shit. It's literally like a 240p video. It's awful. So 2 thumbs down for Trip.
I haven't played it, but I'm gonna agree with you. This isn't something I need in VR. I don't need to work out in VR, and I don't need to meditate in VR. There's places for these things in your life, and you know, for some people, this is great. Not for me. Please
find a better way to do it than this game. There's go walk in your park or something and go meditate. Trust me, it's way better. Arcade Paradise VR is $10.99.
Now we're talking.
This was a PlayStation Plus game or whatever though. But yeah, $10.99. I'm gonna give 1 thumbs up. It's good.
Yeah, I forget what I gave this, like an 8.9, 8.7, something like that. I wish it was so much fun getting through this and playing all the retro games and slowly converting your laundromat into an arcade. I love the look of it. I love the way it all played. Some janky controls here and there. That the only thing that really kept it from being, kept it from greatness. But overall, it was just really fun. And the story was surprisingly good. The story kind of like ramps up as you go, and by the end, I think I teared up at the end of this one.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and so this gets 2 thumbs up for me, big time. For $11, it's great. You should get it.
I'm giving it 1 thumb up, but it's a very strong 1 thumb up. I just I liked it. I like the arcade games in it, but I wasn't like I have to go back and I can't stop playing this kind of game for me.
For me, it was all I thought about during the entire time I was reviewing it. Just, especially some of the games. I know the games, like, some of them present themselves as being bigger than they are. But I've become a huge shoot 'em up fan over the years, and the shoot 'em up in this is like a roguelite shoot 'em up, and so you're like constantly, the more progress you make, the more permanent upgrades you're buying for your ship, and it's just, oh man, I could have done with hours and hours of just that game. But I think the next one is pets and stuff, and I got to be honest with you, I played Shave and stuff when it came out, and like I said, I kind of got bored after like 20 minutes. I didn't even realize that pets and stuff came out. I didn't even know it existed. Yeah, bad.
I had to stop playing it. I mean, I just listened like maybe a 5-year-old would enjoy this. But I was like, this is awful. Like awful presentation, awful quality. Sure, it functions. It doesn't really didn't really have any issues, but when you do the bare minimum and it looks like how it looks, it's like, ugh, like no. It's a cheap mobile game that's just in VR basically. It's terrible. No, 2 thumbs down.
Grumpy Williams is asking about the Arcade Paradise base game bundle for that only $30 is 20. I ignore it. Honestly,
that's a flat game.
Yeah, it's I think the way that the original game worked on the flat screen was that like you were buying like individual arcade games from the PlayStation Store for like $2 or $3 a piece. There's no microtransactions in the VR version. You just get all the games. You just buy them with in-game currency over time. Exocars. I've not spent any time with Exocars since it's been updated, but dude, the fact that it's like $15 with Plus, it's got wheel support, it's got the online multiplayer. If you believe in these guys that they're going to keep updating this game, then fantastic. I haven't had a strong desire to go back, but I'm hoping that the more they add, the more I want to go back.
If they've actually fixed this game, like the physics, I would give this a thumbs up. Unfortunately, I didn't find any time to play this yet. So since the update, so I'm not going to risk it. I'm going to say no for now. Just 1 thumbs down, but I hope they fix it because this game does have potential, but in its launch state, I would not recommend this game. It was just, the physics were awful. And I don't even care about like the multiplayer not being there. I don't even care about the HOTAS or the driving wheel not being there. It just wasn't good.
Shapeshifter says that Exocars has improved a lot, and so that's really good to hear. And now Brian says Exocars is great for getting you to play Gran Turismo 7 instead.
Yeah, I need to go back and play this post update, and there's actually a lot of games that have been updated. We need to play all those and then do like an episode of like every game that's been updated, blah blah blah. How are they now? Exocars is one of them, but in its current state now. Zombieland Headshot Fever Reloaded is $16.74 or $15.49. That's a weird price.
It's
with
good
PlayStation
price
Plus. Yeah. Zombieland gets better as it goes on. Like it kind of got overlooked because of a bunch of games at launch. It was a launch title. But yeah, it got enhanced for PSVR2, and I think it gets a lot better as it goes on. So I'm going to give it 1 thumbs up. If you like arcade games, arcade light gun shooters, it's a good one. Solid.
Shout out to Anonymous with the $10 GoFundMe donation. Thank you so much. We're getting there, AJ.
Thank you. And getting rid of that satanic shit.
Well, no, let's get to 6,666. Right, add the 4th digit to the mark of the beast. Zombieland's great. Galaxy Kart for $4. Come on, you guys. Come on,
dude.
Come on.
Hold on.
$4. This is. Dude. I think Galaxy Kart's the reason to have a racing rig. It's 1 hand on the wheel, 1 hand shooting weapons. Let's go. $4.
Galaxy Kart costs as much as, maybe even less than a cup of coffee, Brian. Mm-hmm. Fucking buy Galaxy Karts, people. Like, I don't even care. Look, I don't even care if you don't want to play it. Go buy this for $4. Even if I don't care. I mean, you should play it because it's fun, but go buy it for $4 for the love of Christ. It is absolutely worth that.
A perky PSVR2 Gamecast says, Brian, they're removing all of the PSVR2 games from premium membership next month. Yeah,
I heard about this.
Yeah, people are upset.
Why?
But
it's weird.
I don't know. here's the problem, AJ. This is I've always found premium to be way too expensive for what you get, and I don't like the idea of subscription based games where that you have access to like a Netflix based thing where it's like you have access to these games because you're subscribed to a service. Because that means you don't own the games. That means if they take them away like they're doing right now, then you have to go buy them. And so what's the point of having the fucking subscription to begin with? What's wrong?
Ace Gamercat says Galaxy Cart just got updated with native bhaptics support. How did I not know about this?
Mm-hmm. What don't you watch? Don't you pay attention to the news channel on our Discord?
Sometimes.
Native bhaptic support. The best game on PSVR2 just got even better.
Okay, let's not get ahead of ourselves. But dude, I love
the best car racer
even with the audio haptics. I loved it with the audio to haptics. So holy shit, I didn't know that. I'm gonna have to play this now with bhaptics because I love that vest, man. You really should play it one of these days.
I will. I'll try one. I got an accessory video I need to make, so I'll do it then.
It's amazing. Like it really is. It's expensive, but it's like state of the art, like as best as it could possibly be. Dude, I cannot wait to play this Galaxy Cart with this.
This might be a controversial take, but I'm gonna say it. We want to reward developers that are doing great things on PSVR 2. You know, it's and I think the best way you can support VR Monkey right now is to buy this game, right? To go spend your $4 and buy a Galaxy Card. Make sure you have it in your library and go play with the cats online, right? Amazing. But this team is busting their ass day in, day out, porting PSVR 2 games. Like, I mean, they are responsible for so many more PSVR 2 ports than you're aware of. Right? They don't always get like a splash screen with their logo or even a mention during the intro credits. Sometimes you don't know that they ported it until you roll credits at the end, and sometimes not even then. Sometimes they just don't get any credit. They're paid to do the job and they don't get any logos anywhere. And so and beyond that, they are responsible for far more PSVR 2 games coming up. The reason we're getting some of these games on PSVR 2 is because I think they undervalue themselves. I think that they don't charge as much as they should in order to do these ports, and so they're always working on like 8 at a time. And like, we gotta support these guys, right? And especially when it's a game. I would never encourage anyone to buy a bad game, right? But when it's a game as fun as Galaxy Cart and it's only $4, and you know, if a few thousand people go and buy Galaxy Cart because it's on sale right now because they want to support VR Monkey and they really want to see more from them in the future, then great, mission accomplished. That's a good chunk of change heading their way.
That was a great AJ answer. Have you played Chernobyl again?
Have I played Chernobyl, again, or have I played Chernobyl again? Question mark. Good. I like the grammar. I did. I jumped in. Nihilus Ryan was curious about it the other day and saying, "Hey, is it worth the $8 that it's on sale for?" And I jumped in to see if they'd fixed some shit. And the answer is, yeah, they fixed shit. Some of the broken puzzles are no longer broken. The frame rate stutter doesn't seem to be there or as bad, at least in the section that I played. The reprojection is still crappy, so if you're susceptible to that, you'll notice it. But yeah, I honestly think that Chernobyl again is worth $8 because it feels like Wanderer Light. It feels like my first Wanderer. That's what it feels like, right? It's not nearly as ambitious or as big
this is that one.
Yeah, right. You still use your watch for your inventory. It's like
I think I remember you and Wes talking about this one.
Yeah, not a great game. I think in its current state, probably maybe a 7 at best. 6.5, 7. But like for $8, fucking I don't know.
This sounds like one of those. What's that End Dreams game that I hate? Sounds like one of those situations.
What's the End Dreams game that you hate?
I don't remember. I hate it. I try to forget
Perfect?
it. What?
It's not perfect.
That was Jake Meow.
Yeah.
Stilt
love that game.
is not, okay. We got to get moving now. Stilt is $9.99, Brian.
What schedule are we on where we didn't need to get moving before, but suddenly at 7:20 we suddenly need to get moving?
I don't know. I'm really not in any rush to go anywhere.
Two thumbs up. With Plus, it's less than $10. Stilt is a fantastic game, whether you're playing by yourself or with friends. Amazing.
Don't
go buy it.
let the N64 graphics fool you. It is very challenging later on, and it's very fun. Yeah, I did kind of stop playing it though, and I haven't really gone back. So
it gets really difficult. There's people that stop playing because they're just like, this is too hard, and I get that. It gets very if you love hardcore like challenges in games, like let's put it this way. You know how the System Critical 2 guy thinks of his game? That's what Stilt really is.
Oh my God.
Just saying. I'm just saying there's an
I don't know if it's that
challenge
good,
there.
but it's good.
Well, nothing's that good. But if you're looking for a challenging game, then like this, it will deliver it. It ramps up over time and then just fucking hits you over the head, and you're like, God damn, that was hard.
Yeah, Stilt is pretty great for at least for a couple hours. And yeah, Pixar 1995 is $13.99 or $11.99. I'm gonna give this one thumbs up. I'm gonna finally give Pixel Rip 1995 some love. I actually really like the PSVR2 version of this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I like it so much more than the original, because it's not that much different. But
they updated over time, and that game did get better.
There's like a hardcore mode now too.
Yeah,
and
it's good.
Yeah, if you grew up playing like Super Nintendo, then I would highly recommend playing Pixel Rip 1995.
It's the second best Pixel Rip game there is, and I'm just waiting for them to port the best Pixel Rip game that there is.
I have heard that there's isn't there like a 1989's like hidden in one of these or something? I don't know if that's true or not, but wait a minute. Tiger Blade is $14.99, but it says 50% more with Plus.
Whoa.
Holy, Tiger Blade is $2.49, Brian, with PlayStation Plus. 2 thumbs up. 2 thumbs up. I like Tiger Blade. It's fun.
This can't be right. Did they mean to do an extra? Sorry, Sirens on mine. Did they mention to do an extra 5% or something, and then accidentally said just added a 0? That's
got to be a typo. Go buy that shit.
Yeah, absolutely. Wow, that's crazy. I'm not even the biggest Tiger Blade fan there is, but for $2.50, fucking yeah, go get it.
I'm not the biggest fan either, but that's a great arcade experience at a great arcade price.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, and I like Tiger Blade. I do think it is good. I've played it quite a bit and had some fun with it. Spin Rhythm XD, I haven't played this, so I don't know. Do you?
I haven't played it, and I'm realizing that I'm done with rhythm games on PSVR too.
Survivor Man VR: The Descent, thumbs down.
Yep.
The Last Clockwinder. I really want to like the game has so many good qualities to it, but I just I couldn't even go back and finish it. And I don't know if that's there's something about it that just doesn't grab me. But I do think it's really cool. I do think it's actually a really well made game. I think it's really polished. It's got so many things, I only have good things to say about it, yet I'm still I probably would say pass. I don't know. I don't get it. It makes no sense to me.
I will not say pass. I think that this game is fantastic. It introduces puzzles that I've never seen in any other kind of game. Although Transpose, I guess, was fairly similar to some degree. Yeah. Also bring Transpose to PSVR2. See your location. What the fuck you guys doing? For $10. No, this is a fantastic puzzle game. I think it's amazing. Great quality story, quality environments. It changes things up pretty much constantly. Highly recommended. $10. I'm almost tempted to give it 2 thumbs up, but I'll go with 1.
I have not a bad thing to say about it, but I just don't really care. Kizuna AI Touch the Beat. Do not touch this game. Deadland Polygon VR. I have heard, even though it's $2, I've heard it's $2 and you can save 20% more. It's $1.19. Is it worth $1.19, Brian?
So I have played this game extensively, because I was the only person on the face of the planet looking forward to, this is Polygon. No, it's not worth it. Yeah.
Not even worth $1 or your time. Because time is a factor. It's not even the dollar thing. It's your time is important too. Mm-hmm. Your time and your experience. Drums Rock Edition. I'd say pass on all these for now. Cave Digger 2, Dig Harder.
Great game with friends. Definitely, if you got 3 friends to play it with, I think it's a really fun.
Okay. Yeah. Dead Second is 1124 or 1049.
It's great.
Another one that like I was like, this is really good. Like this is like good Time Crisis game, but I honestly couldn't play it for more than like 20 minutes.
I played every mission multiple times. I had a great time with it. I love how it feels to control. However, I do think this is the right price for it. I think any more than this is asking a little bit too much. It's a very simple game, but it's not exactly heavy on the content. So yeah, I think if you've been waiting, this is a decent price to pick it up at.
What the fuck is Electrician Simulator?
Yeah, it's been out for a little bit. I've never touched it. Probably never will. I just don't care.
No, pass. Sugar Mess. I don't. Sugar Mess could be good. I don't care. I don't want to play it. Towers and Powers. A lot of people say good things about this game. I could not get into it at all. I tried. I finally tried to get into it. Some people like it. I did not.
I loved it. I had a blast with it. I did a Brian bite on it. It gets very challenging during the later levels, like just very, very challenging. So good luck with that. But I had a good time with it. If I had a platinum trophy, I think I would have invested even more time with it. But that's where I lose interest in really, really spending. Platinum trophy just makes everything worthwhile. Be like, oh look, I completed this really difficult game. Yeah.
Snow Scout is $14.99 or $13.99 with PlayStation Plus. I am going to give this a thumbs up because I really like Snow Scout.
Same.
I like these devs too, but I like the game. I think the game is very charming. It's very cozy, and it's also a good skiing game. So I'm like, this game really doesn't get the praise that it really deserves, the recognition it deserves probably.
Yep.
But I really liked it.
Yep, I do too. I would have loved to. 90s extreme skiing didn't really work for me. I just didn't. I was like, it's like it's cool. I think they delivered the game that the cats asked for. Right? They said, oh, why don't you just make a pure skiing game, and then they gave it to him. And they're like, cool. All right, you've done that. Now I'd really like to see what they can do with the Snow Scout formula, but move it forward, make a game that is closer to not the Firewatch game they promised, but the Firewatch game that maybe we all assumed this was going to be. To make something a little bit.
Firewatch, so.
Yeah, it's whatever. It's just a little bit more narrative driven, a little bit more interactions with the world, a little bit more reasons to explore. Just make Snow Scout even bigger. Maybe set in a different location. I don't know. Snow Scout 2, I think would be incredible, right? But anyway, not the point.
Math World VR, no.
Nope.
Cave Digger, no. Deadland 2, no.
Big time no, and it's somehow worse than the original.
Barbaria is wait. Oh, it's got a free trial. I was like, what, free? It's $13.99 or $12.99. I mean, if you want a Gorn type beat 'em up, sure. But I don't think it's like some people are gonna love this game. I know Miles spent tons of hours in it. I think Nick did too. If you want a really good beat 'em up, it is. A lot of people do like it. I personally, as much as I appreciate Barbaria, I didn't really it didn't stick with me.
I honestly think the stuff that you haven't touched on with Barbaria is the stuff that made me love Barbaria. The fact that you're constantly unlocking stuff and you're building up your own base. It's never mind going and invading other people's bases where it's the Gorn type combat comes in and trying to navigate the whole thing and kill all the enemies and collect all the treasure. It's building up your own base so that when other players come and attack you, that's the fun. Just trying to design and redesign and customize your own, but to give somebody else a challenge and keep your base from being overtaken. It's great. It really is. There's so much more to it than meets the eye. I
did enjoy it. At this My favorite part is how freaking funny it was. It's seriously one of the funniest games I think on PSVR 2. So I really appreciated that. It's a good arena brawler kind of thing, but like Gorn or something. It's basically better Gorn is what it is.
But it's way better Gorn. It's Gorn. Yeah. It's Gorn, but with substance.
I love, dude, that replay system is so glorious. The comedy of the game, the sense or the humor of the game, and then the replay system. The replay system is one of the best replay systems I've ever seen, and it's so entertaining. but yeah, I just I got a couple of hours of fun out of it, but I didn't get as much as like other people did.
Um, okay.
Everything else on this list, I don't care about.
Yeah, I was just gonna say everything else on this list is a thumbs down. I will say, however, Skyclimb, yet another game developed by VR Monkey, who's doing great stuff. Skyclimb didn't resonate with me. I didn't love how it felt to kind of throw yourself from block to block. But for $3, again, to support VR Monkey, to maybe find a game that like you're gonna have a lot of fun with, I think other people will enjoy this more than I did. I just go support them and pick it up for $3. Again, even cheaper than Galaxy Kart, or was Galaxy Kart 3 as well? I can't remember, but yep.
Yeah.
That's
so
it.
the biggest steals are Galaxy Kart and Tiger Blade. You can get those combined for under $5. No, around $5, something, $5.50.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
And then there's a couple other good games. Hubris $8.99. I mean, there's a big savings, some great deals on some games.
Yeah.
Dirt
Go grab
cheap,
Arcade
really
Paradise. Go grab Galaxy Kart. Go grab Stilt. I mean, just
Still,
yep.
Tiger Blade, Hubris.
Yeah. You can spend about $50 and get like 5 or 6 games in the sale. So go
Much less than that, yeah.
Go get yourself some fun games.
Good stuffs.
All right, AJ, I think before we get out of here, it's time to play a little bit of 4-minute challenge. But while you're figuring that out, I got Gamecat, specifically White Tiger with level 1 membership, says, has any dev discussed PSSR or FSR4 with you guys? Not me personally. I haven't asked. I haven't reached out. I haven't talked about any of this stuff. I think that my guess is that until Sony implements it, even developers aren't 100% sure what to make of it yet, or 100% sure if they know that they'll be able to implement it in their games or patch their games with it in the future. I think everyone's sort of in the same boat right now, where we're just like waiting for Sony to say something and implement it, and then we'll be good. So no, unfortunately not. Oh shit, did I miss this? I'm Elderly Morningstar. What's up with the €5? Says, there's nothing wrong as an adult to do things you liked as a kid. You go, AJ. What was this in response to? This was so long ago.
I don't know. But I was being very mature, and I take offense to that. I am a mature person, okay? No, yeah, I don't know what that was in response to, but thank you, Elderly Morningstar.
I'm sure he'll let us know. All right, man. Let's get 4-minute challenge set up. You guys know how this works. AJ is in control. He is thinking of a PSVR 1 game or a PSVR 2 game, and it's up to us, me right here, and you guys out there.
I am the puppet master.
To figure out what game AJ is thinking of, we've got an infinite number of yes or no questions, but only 4 minutes. Oh,
reading Redwall.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
We knew it was something. Neither one of us has enough brain cells left to keep track.
Yeah.
Okay.
I recommend Redwall too. I recommend reading it.
Okay. Everybody help me out. We're gonna need some help on this one. Remember, guys.
Yeah, you are.
Oh, Jesus. Remember, suggest good questions for me to ask, and then suggest good games that it might be based on the answers we hear.
I actually only wanted to read Redwall because I love Moss so much, and I've already I've almost completely depleted my Moss content that I can. So I'm using Redwall to vicariously continue the Moss experience, or not vicariously, but just trying to continue the Moss experience.
Are you excited to play Glassbreaker? Is that what it's called? The multiplayer one?
I will. After playing Demio Battles, which I really, really enjoyed, I was like, okay, I might be interested in Glassbreakers now, but I know nothing about it.
Okay, cool.
And I'll take anything Moss.
Yeah.
Sorry, good.
No, it's all good. All good. Let's do this. On your mark, get Des. Go. Mischievous Marcus says, did we talk about it today?
No.
Okay. Is it PSVR 1?
No.
It's PSVR 2. Is it on other headsets other than PSVR 2?
Yes.
Scott's wondering if it's first person.
Yes.
Is it a first person shooter?
No.
Is it puzzle focused?
No.
Is it educational?
No.
Is it multiplayer?
Yes.
Okay. Do you skate? Oh wait, no, that's not multiplayer.
No.
Okay. Do you have? Is there melee combat?
Yeah. I'd say there is.
Okay. It's first person. It's melee. It's PSVR2. It's on other platforms. Let's see. Okay, so it's not a first person shooter. Do you shoot anything? Magic, arrows, guns, anything at all in this at any point?
Yeah.
Do you shoot guns?
No.
Do you shoot arrows?
Yes.
Shoot magic?
Yes.
Okay. Hold on. Is this game by Carbon Studios?
No.
Damn. Okay, it's not the Wizards Dark Time Brotherhood. But we talked about Waltz of the Wizard today. Huh. Did we just do a 4-player live stream of this?
Maybe.
Is this by Urban Wolf Games?
Yes.
Is this Legendary Tales?
It is, in fact, Legendary Tales. I had to give another shout out to this because, dude, I had so much fun playing this. And I think I've chosen this before. February 8th, 2024, last year, this came out. Dude, I had to give this a shout out because as much as I love this game, I didn't realize how much better it is with multiplayer, especially 4-person co-op with friends of yours. I had as an amazing of a time that I've had playing this game. I have 70 hours in this game. I played all those 70 hours solo. I might have had the best time I've ever had playing this with you, Wes and Miles, last week. It completely transformed the game for me and the experience, and it was so much fun. So I wanted to give a little bit of love to Legendary Tales multiplayer because it was way better than I expected.
Yeah, I had done a lot of multiplayer playing through, whether that be with Miles or you or Wes, especially separately. I think we all jumped in briefly a little bit when I was reviewing the game, so we could test out the 4-player multiplayer. Just having a better familiarity with the way that the game mechanics work in the menu systems and all of that. That when we jumped in, we needed a little bit of a refresher course, but overall we had a good idea of how it all worked. Total game changer. This game is so deep that, like, honestly, it's going to take hours for you to really get the hang of it and really understand just how great it is and what's lying just beneath the surface. Because it seems basic at first, right? It's like,
Yeah.
oh, I've got a sword and I can hit these skeletons and there's only a couple enemy types and I can break. But there's not a lot going on, and then you realize just how deep the customization system is, just how deep the character creation is. It's crazy.
Yeah. This is a game that we were jumping up and down about at launch, and I'm really glad that we did, because going back, it's almost as much as I praised it when it came out. Like, I jumped back in, and now I immediately was reminded why. The combat is so good. I think it has I personally think it might have the best combat on PSVR2. Some of the best combat I've played, like physics-based, melee combat, fantasy combat, whatever you want to call it. And it's just such a, like, it just felt like really polished. Like, it looked good. It was super sharp and crisp. And man, it was just, the fun factor was through the roof. So yeah, I just had to give another shout out to this because it is as good, if not better, than I remembered, which I'm, again, very glad that we were yelling about how good this is, because I feel validated after revisiting it a year later.
Yeah. I think this is going to remain in the top 10 of our PSVR2 game lists till the end of the generation. Where it falls within that top 10, of course, will vary. But right now, I feel like, there's so much good stuff in there that, like, top 5 shouldn't be out of the question.
Yeah.
AJ, we got
Right.
Grumpy Williams with the $101 donation 17 minutes ago on the GoFundMe. Thank you so much, Grumpy Williams. We got Anonymous 7 minutes ago with the $13 donation. Another Anonymous 6 minutes ago with the $37 donation, bringing us, AJ, to $5,827 raised so far. You guys are absolutely incredible. We're gonna get there. The goal is far away, but we have total faith that we're gonna get there. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for your constant generosity. Love you so much.
Man, thank you guys, man. Seriously. Grumpy Williams, you're forgiven for talking all that shit about me earlier. You can talk all the shit about me that you want.
I'll forgive
You
him.
have you have a hall pass.
Get him on the hook for another 100, AJ. Don't forgive him quite
Oh
yet.
yeah, sorry. I need to be better at this.
That's so wrong.
I'd be
I hope everyone knows I'm joking. We appreciate
sure.
everybody so much. Looper says good luck fitting it into an actual top 10. Also top 25 live debate at PAX. wouldn't be a bad place to do it. You know, if
I do want to make sure that we cover all the games releasing at PAX, you know, like over while we're going to be at PAX, like, you know, obviously the Midnight Walk is coming out May 8th. So I want to cover a lot of those. A lot of embargoes are lifting around those times too, for some of those games. So, when does Da Vinci come out? That's next week. The 5th?
Yes. No, the 1st, I believe.
The 1st? Da Vinci comes out the 1st?
Yep. So it comes out this week.
Oh, shit.
Yep. Get your shit together. Get your thoughts on Redacted together. So Dig VR comes out on April 29th. So it comes out tomorrow. That review is done. House of Da Vinci comes out on May 1st. Also, we just had a change in the embargo on that. If you need, we'll talk about that after the show if necessary. Wildtown Wonders comes out May 7th. So that's the day before we leave for PAX. May 8th, the Midnight Walk. That's the day we leave for PAX. Then the second we get back from PAX, Slender the Arrival will be out on May 13th. 2 days after that, Pirates VR Jolly Roger will be out on May 15th.
Jesus.
The day after that, Get Out, A Very Bad Dream Story hits on May 16th. And then the following week, May 22nd, Zombie Army VR hits. It's just like fucking balls to the wall. And on top of that, AJ, it's very possible next month we'll see Firmament, right? Because they were just getting through CERT. They thought they were going to be out in April. Obviously, they had a little bit of a setback. And then potentially we'll see Five Nights at Freddy's Secret of the Mimic. I don't think they've announced a release date for that, but could be out. We may also see Undead Citadel because they're ramping up for release. And then maybe I Am Cat as well.
God, please stop. Just delay your games.
I'm stressed out. I'm stressed out big time.
Well, yeah.
It took me 5 days to review Dig VR, AJ. How long is it going to take me to review big games? It took me 5 days to review Dig VR. I'm so fucked when it comes to everything. It takes me too long.
Yeah. I do not envy you, that's for sure.
Yeah. All right, you guys, thank you all for hanging out, and thank you all for your generosity, whether that be over on the GoFundMe or in the patreon.com/withoutparole or by being a member here or tipping during the show. It all is so gratefully appreciated. You guys are the best, but we're just happy that you're here. The community is first and foremost the most important thing when it comes to Without Parole. So thank you for being here in the chat, hanging out, shooting the shit on 20 questions. Or helping out in 20 questions. Make sure you come join our Discord if you want to continue being parts of great discussions like this. The conversations over there happen 24/7. But we're really just happy that you're here. And thank you, everybody. Also, shout out to everyone who sits back and watches the show. Doesn't say a goddamn word. We know you're out there. We love you just as much. Oh, no. It's Monday, AJ. What do we got to do? Oh, he's lubricating the old vocal cords. What are you doing? Just gonna sit back.
Cue the motherfucking cat bracks. I want to say see you guys on Wednesday to Duggars_K with the heart. Heart, right back at you, homie. Corey Reviews and others, thank you so much. Says, yes, so many games, it was awesome. Kick with you. Thank you as well, my friend. Ace Gamer Cat says, cue it while he's glugging. Gecko Man 11, the Game Cat. Now, that's a name that I do see from time to time, but I do feel like I haven't given you a shout out in a while. So, what is up, Gecko Man? Null Zero, hello. Mischievous Markio, the Underground Game Cat, aka the Psycho that with the Legendary Tales Platinum, baby. Awesome, man. Guys, on fist bump to you. Bit Jello Boy, the Jiggly Gamer Cat. See ya. P-Jax Ego says, ciao, love you, much love right back to you. Thank you. Ciao, homie. Chrome to the Dome Colossus says, looks like the biggest drawback of Electrician Sim is that it's UK standard, so equipment and stuff is wrong for US fault. That's terrible.
Well, I've never even done electrical work, so like, would I even know the difference?
Yeah, my father's an electrical engineer, or formerly electrical engineer, so it would definitely make a little bit of a difference. But Scott, the PSVR Game Cat for life says 9 days until Boston, baby. Pentagram Hellcat says, I am Cat 10 out of 10. Calling it early. Steve Miller in the house tonight. Welcome to the Level 1 membership. Thank you so much, Steve Miller. I'm a big fan of your self-titled album. Big fan. Twitcher, the single player game cat, says, thanks for all the sucking. You're welcome. Hopefully your Monday sucks just a little bit less. The virtual resistance says, AJ, slip me a code for Walltown Wonders. No. Grumpy Williams, thanks, AJ.
Why are you being so stingy, AJ, huh? Why'd you slip him a key? Why'd you slip him a key?
Go get your own.
Wow, okay.
I love you, Virtual Resistance. And I did see your PS message and it made me chuckle, but fuck you too. Jay, the foveated rendered game cat. Have a great night, everyone. Alessandro Barlotta says goodbye, everyone. Thanks. Ciao. Thank you. Twitch is a single player game cat. Says, you mean it actually has standards at Chrome? Pentagram Hellcat says, AJ, Dreadhall stream. No, thank you. I'm retired from Dreadhalls. If there's one thing I've ever retired from in life, it is Dreadhalls. Now let's ride the Gabe Feline. Thank you so much, man. All of you have a wonderful night. We'll see you again Wednesday. Plus, more stuff coming very, very soon. Thank you to everybody who donated. Thank you to everybody who came to chill.
And we'll see what we can do about getting Miles to finish Madison on stream. Because apparently that's what y'all want.
Yeah, it is what they want.
Nice.
I want it too.
I mean, you wouldn't do a Dreadhall stream for the benefit of the GoFundMe? That
wouldn't be as good as a Miles Madison stream.
It doesn't have to be as good.
And
it just has to exist alongside.
And we just want to give them the best of the best, Brian. So let's not bring me and Dreadhalls into this. We want the cream of the crop. We want the Madison and the Miles. We want the M&Ms, Brian.
But the original ones, not those fucking crappy peanut M&Ms, right?
I like what? I like peanut M&Ms.
Ooh, we better go. Bye guys. We love you all.